Ice all on my wrist. AOB, just all off of getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up his magic with the gang.
Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Operating from the gun. Pryor. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike, 50 seconds. Come on. Come on, D. Now, get him.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Switch up, switch up.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Giants' 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Shit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
On 3rd down, Pryor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check Greystone, grab it. Hey, Haywood. Yeah. Get it.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Nice 7.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 43 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete. It's Henry. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Save. Check 24. Check 3.
On second down, Glass. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get off the field. Jay, echo. Jay. Go.
Ready? They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Jones. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
This is Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
57. Hey, let's get this. Check 26.
2nd and 10. Complete to Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Pryor is just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Saquon Barkley running right. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Patriots 13, Giants 7. Austin Seibert set.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch twins. Watch
They'll run with Barkley. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
15-9. Hey, watch the slant.
Jones to throw on third down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you. Check 13. Check 13. Hold.
Throwing again. Pryor. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Jim. Go. Switch it. Go.
Jones now. A final shot before break. Looking for Shepard deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, wahoo! Now.
Throwing on first down, Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tighten up.
Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Now Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Le'Veon Bell. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get it together. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, orbit. 56, the mic, boys. 56, check 56. Hey, they scared. They scared. Yep. 56, the mic. 56 is the mic. Rabbit. Shoot.
From the gun, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hang too soft. Hey, exit. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now Jones on third down. It's hauled in by Shepard. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Team 6. Mike 56. Yes.
Here's Jones. Throwing on fourth down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready. 57, Mike 57. Target. Check the back. Under 10. Shift.
On first down, Pryor. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Operating from the gun. Pryor. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Go. Five. Now.
Jones from the gun on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Alpha. Hey.
They'll try and throw for it here. And Ingram hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
A gain of 15.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You don't know no better. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come. General West. Big River.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go. Come on, set. Wait, read. Right there, 56. I know he ain't got it. Hey, Delta. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. I got it. Mike.
From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check safety. Hey, zoom. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Joker.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 13 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Rock it. 52. Switch. Hard.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Ready up. 56. Mike's 56. Here we go, D. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Kill, kill, kill. No, no, no. Go out. Yo, 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 go, go. Let go.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
56, right there, 56. Go. Hey, Haywood. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Ready, ready.
Here's Jones, throwing on 4th down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Now! Now!
On 1st down, Barkley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gone, gone. I'm here all day. Out, out, out. Hey, Sam off. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Leo. Shoot. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Go now.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch out in. Even. 4 down. Even. You draw Corker. look at me. Zipper. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Bam. Shit. Hey, lock it. Shit. Big grip.
Jones now throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On third down, Barkley. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Squeeze. Slam. Check your hot read.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, box drop. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. That's right. Go.
On second and goal, Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Go. Ready?
Now Jones going to throw on third and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it with Bell. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.